putting too much into it. Yeah. Let's get this fire started. Sports became a passion. Convo bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got an emphasis. But this that similarity that smokes all of our differences. Statements can get real, better back it up with evidence. Prove it for the record, watch this hour of deliverance. Haters outside the lines, but we do it quite frankly. Cause I'm around the horn, so just part the interruption. Cause the hatred they be spreading is an unwanted production. What's going on, everybody? Buffalo Bills rise up early. Buffalo Bills edition to rise up early. Y'all know what it is. Man, I am Andre the Torch Robinson. I am super, super ecstatic. Let's go, Buffalo. Matter of fact, I would be amiss if I did not tell y'all to start off the show by liking and sharing the show. And then after you like and share the show, I need y'all in the comment section right now to go crazy. We are here. Buffalo Bills season is here. It is time. I want everybody who in the comment section right now, Real Bills Mafia, to put hashtag Let's Go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo as they demolish and destroy the Jets this week. But nevertheless, we have to get into it. We have to get into it. I'm going to give probably T-minus 1 minute. All right. T-minus 1 minute for everybody to like and share the show. All right. And then after that 1 minute, after we done shared it, we done had fun with it, we're going to go. All right. Now, if I did not tell you, every week, for those who's just tuning in, this is the current show that you're watching right now. This is the current show. I got Mookie Hawkins in the building. He just popped up. He is professional, fresh to death. He still got on those Mingo glasses. But nevertheless, my man is fresh to death, ready to go in the Bills uniform, the whole 9 yards. Mookie Hawkins, what's going on, man?
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, what's good?
Yo, his good morning is so subtle, y'all. It's so subtle, as if like he not really ecstatic, pumped, enthused. It's pandemonium going on right now, probably in his loins right now. He trying to act like it ain't. He all cool, man.
Well, we happy that game day is finally here. I mean, first and foremost, it's finally here. I mean, we actually kicking off in about, say, 3 hours. So I just can't wait. I'm really excited to get this thing over with. You know what I mean? I'm just really to, get the games going. You know what I mean? Obviously, no Josh Norman, that's the biggest news.
Yes.
Josh Norman being placed on IR. We all know, the situation. And, right now.
Oh no. Mookie, everybody do not know the situation. Please elaborate on that, because we're going to talk about players that's not playing. Please elaborate on the Josh Norman issue.
Well, when we was talking about the 53-man roster, we was talking about how that these injuries that guys were having at camp you would know the severity of it when it comes down to trimming that roster. And here we are with Josh Norman being out on IR for at least 3 weeks. Normally, when someone is placed on IR, they will basically be out for the season. But due to COVID, IR has changed now. So once the player is placed on IR, he can be activated, within a 3-week time period. Anywhere between 3 to 6 weeks, the guy can be activated. So, right now, Josh Norman has been placed on IR. Due to that hamstring injury. At first, we didn't think it was that serious, but this week he had a major setback. I think he aggravated the hammy to the point where there was just like, you know what, we're going to do the same way how we did Devin Singletary when he had his hamstring issue last year. We're just going to keep him out till we feel that he's A1 healthy to roll. So, 3 games to give Josh Norman plenty of time to, regain full strength, and hopefully he could be activated in that time. But if not, hey, just elevated Cam Lewis off the practice squad. UB product, who was a bright spot at training camp last year and continued to make the same strides this year. So next man up, he gets the shot. So here we are. I mean, Levi Wallace, Tre'Davious White, your starting corners. It's no mystery to Levi Wallace. He's been the starter and battle tested for the past 3 years now. So, he's backing us off. So I think that still, should be able to withstand the Jets' offense attack today, by the way. So if you don't know now, you know what's going on with Josh Norman. So let the games begin.
All right, let the games begin for sure. All right. Well, obviously, you know what it is. Bills versus Jets this week. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills.
I want to tap into the fans today too. Everybody that's commenting, we want to hear what they got to say, because I'm quite sure that they all amped up, all the viewers and listeners. I know they have a lot to say. So, we can cater to them a little bit today. It is game day. We want to get that real fan feel. So
absolutely.
Let's do it.
Definitely. By the way, if you don't know, the call line is open. All right. Call lines are open. Make sure you get to your phone right now. Get to it. All right. Make sure you get to the phone. 716. All right. 716-481-8296. All right. 716-481-8296. All right. Make sure you call in. All right. Don't be afraid. We want to hear your voices. Man, it's Buffalo Bills football season. The start to the Buffalo Bills football season. All right. Again, I'll leave it out there. 481 8249. That's the number. Sorry about that. Let me make sure you get the right number. All right. 481-8249. Mookie. Do we see drastic changes from this year to last year as far as the Jets and the Bills matchup? I know they matched up in week 1. You know what happened in week 1 last year? 17-16 was the score. Buffalo came back and won that game. This year, do you see it being a little different, or do you see it being the same?
Well, I see it being a lot different. I don't see it being the same by any fact of imagination. I see this lopsided different. I see the Bills blowing out. Now, one thing I can say, that weather may play a factor in the game. It's going to be, scattered showers and winds up to 15, 20 miles per hour. So at least we have a quarterback that can throw a wet ball. I can, throw into the wind. So, you have to be on the lookout for that. But to lose C.J. Mosley, he was opt out. To lose basically your best defensive player, Jamal Adams. Secondary is dismal at best right now. You got Pierre Desir leading that charge on the back end. The best thing smoking for the Jets right now is Quinn Williams and Henry Anderson up front. So, that's one of the intriguing matchups that I'm going to be looking for. And we know that Quinn Williams gave Mitch Morse all that he can handle last year. So that's going to be one of the matchups I'm going to be following today. But other than that, the Bills should win this convincingly.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Jets depth chart, as they have Quentin Williams on the defensive line, Steve McClendon, Henry. They got Henry Anderson from Indianapolis, Tyrell Bashim, outside linebacker, Neville Hewitt. These are guys. Have you heard of these guys? You heard some of these guys? You heard some of these guys? Neville Hewitt, Avery Williamson, Jordan Jenkins. Yeah, Pierre Desir. Right. Brad. They got Brad McDougal at the strong safety position, Marcus May at the free safety position, and Lesson off the
Draft pick.
team. Yeah. At the other corner position, now they do have a couple of players that are secondary, but not playing like Brian Poole, and Quincy Wilson. But this secondary is god awful from what I'm looking at. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Because Adam Gase knows how to ruin a lot of things. This secondary, how do you go along with the season with a secondary as such? Number one is what I'm asking. I mean, you're a team that's trying to go from last year to this year. The Jets had how many wins last year? 7?
How many wins did the Jets have last year? 4?
7.
7?
Yeah. Yeah, the Dolphins had 5. The Jets had 7.
And they took Denzel Mims.
Yes, and they took Denzel Mims, and Denzel Mims is not playing either in this game. As a matter of fact, while we're talking about that, we might as well talk about the offense as well, because as it is right now, Bashar Berriman, Jamison Crowder, Chris Hogan, those will be your starting wide receivers for this game. You also got Mekhi Becton, who's making his first appearance, Connor McGovern, Alex Lewis, George Fant from Seattle at the right tackle position, Chris Hendon, who's the tight end, Ryan Griffin behind him, Sam D'Arno obviously is starting, Le'Veon Bell, what's going to happen with him, and Trevon Wesco is their fullback. What do you expect from their offense?
Well, I kind of figured that the Jets are going to basically try to put the ball and, rely on the run game a little bit more due to no continuity on offense as far as time and consistency, not having the ample reps out there, just trying to get to know one another. Chris Hogan is new to the system. Crowder was there last year, so he'll be the guy that probably received more targets than anyone. But I think they're going to rely a lot on Le'Veon Bell and Frank Gore to try to get the job done, to bang inside between the tackles. I asked Mario Addison how are they, what's the challenge for those guys? And, they know what's at stake when you speak of Frank Gore, who's basically, Hall of Famer waiting in the wings. And, you got Le'Veon Bell, who's one of the, elite running backs in the league right now. So let's not forget that fact, when we talk about the Jets. They do have some style power. They do have some guys that could, make some plays given the opportunity. So I think they're going to rely a lot on the run game, but our defensive front is serious. Last year, the Bills invested in the offensive line to help Josh Allen. This year, they invested in the defensive front to help Trent Edwards and Jerry Hughes. You're going to see that drastic change up front. And then now Ed Aller's in his second year. We don't know the status of Vernon Butler. See, that's a game time decision in reference to him. But we got a nice rotation up front. We got Harrison Phillips, who's back off an injury. You have Quentin Jefferson, who I think you're going to be surprised by how this guy played. Real high motor and very relentless. So I think that Bills is going to be pretty stout up front today.
Well, I got a couple more questions too. What's the status on Vernon Butler? I heard he's questionable for the game. What's going on with him?
Well, he has a hamstring as well, and with the weather being how it is, right now, it's raining where I'm at, and
yeah, it's raining.
It's going to be the same, there. So this is that hamstring weather. This is a you ain't properly stretched. This is that day for hamstrings. So it's going to be really a precaution for guys being out there. But Vernon Butler is a game time decision right now. So I'll know more in reference to that leading up to game time. Hopefully around 12 o'clock, I should have some insight on the injury report from the Bills.
All right. Well, here's my synopsis on this offense. Did I hear you say Le'Veon Bell is still elite? He's elite still to you? Last season, averaging 3.2 yards a carry. You think it's going to be different because they got a little different offensive line? They bring in 5 new starters on the offensive line, the Jets. You think he can get back to elite status?
Yeah, he has the capability. He has the capability. But do I feel that they went to the wrong team? Yeah. I don't think he don't look. I didn't think that was a good fit for him going to New York. I think he should have just stayed in Pittsburgh where he thrived in that system. The line knew how to block for him. And, I would have just stayed in Pittsburgh. But, I guess if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right, Dre? So, you had to go get your bag somewhere. And right now, he's just looking like, he's on a team with a bag than a player that's on a team with a bag that's competing to win. So, that could be frustrating. So either Adam Gase will be gone before the season is over with, or, look for Le'Veon Bell to potentially be traded if you don't like the direction that the team's going in the first 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. I'm expecting some different moves to be made. I heard UPS is hiring. Walmart is hiring too. Adam Gase can probably go get a job there somewhere. CFL is not taking applications right now, and I'm sure the NCAA ain't taking no applications either. So I mean, Adam Gase. Obviously, we're talking about the Bills' opponent, the New York Jets, right now. We definitely are going to dissect the Buffalo Bills in just a moment. So I know y'all want to hear about y'all Bills Mafia, but we want to dissect the opponent first. Show me my opponent and put the shotgun there to it and blow this team away. Last season they were 31st in points for, 16th in points against. Do you think Adam Gase can actually come out in game 1 and try to display some type of dominance on one side of the ball, whether it's offense or defense? You don't see that happening at all.
No.
Good.
No, not at all. This is where, I don't know if the Bills need to play the villain or the Bills just need to go out there with an extra chip on their shoulder and let them know, like, look, don't just think that, this is the Bills of old, that we're some pushovers and then last year was a lucky season that we put together. No, the Bills are definitely on the rise and we should come out very aggressive. We should come out attacking them and don't let up until then Coach McDermott is on the sideline drinking the Gator. All right, that's the mentality they should have. Just go right in there, killer instinct, and just demolish the Jets on every shape, form, fashion of the phase of game. Offense, defense, special teams. Jets need to be dominated in all phases of that football out there today. That's what I want to see. That's what the fans want to see. Everybody want to see a new, improved offense out of Brian Dable. So far, so good in training camp, but, we got to see when they're playing up against another team starting defense. So, today is that day. I know everybody's excited about it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see this new look offense. And, I want to see what my guy Baby Beast Mode's going to do out there. He's going to have a good day.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking right now. The Buffalo Bills was 23rd last year in points for, number 2 in defense. In this game, do you see the offense? What do you see the offense doing exactly, and how many points do you see the Buffalo Bills actually putting up with this offense in John Brown, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley? I call him Cole Business, by the way. Smoke. You got obviously. Pretty much the same offensive line that you had last year, just a couple different additions. Obviously, Darrell Williams will be starting at right guard in this game. Cody Ford at right tackle. You have Mitch Morris at the center, Quentin Spain at left guard, and Deion Dawkins. Dawson Knox will be looking to build on year 1, and Devin Singletary will be the starter today. So, how do you feel about that offense? Do you see them putting up a lot of points in this game and going forward?
I see them putting up a lot of points. I see the Bills shoot. Hands down, they were 23rd, like you said. That was 20 points a game.
Yeah, 19.
With these additional weapons, Bills with these additional weapons, that's one at least 10 more points. So The Bills should be scoring 30 points. They should be averaging at least 30 points a game. High 20s, somewhere in that realm with it. 27 to about 31 points per game, the Bills should be averaging. If this was me calling the plays in my offense with these type of weapons, yeah, I'll be expecting to score anywhere between 27 and 31 points a game with that unit. We have the pieces. Of course, we have the pieces. I want to see how they're going to match up. I just want to see how they're going to match up, especially when all 5 of the deadly venoms is out there. I want to see how they're going to match up with all 5 of the deadly venoms out there at one time. That's what I want to see. How they going to match up? And, it's going to be a tough situation. There's going to be somebody in the bind, and it's up to Josh Allen to find it and exploit it and keep exploiting it until, it pays dividends. And if it don't pay dividends, then we got to make adjustments until, it do pay dividends. So I think Josh Allen's matured enough. I think the game has slowed down for him. I think during the training camp, he showed me he can anticipate well. So let's just hope that he keeps this up. And like I said, the 5 deadly venoms, watching the 5 deadly venoms out there at one time. I want to see what's going to be the reaction and how they're going to cover that. Y'all all know the 5 deadly venoms by 1 o'clock.
All right. Well, some more questions. If you got questions for us, again, I just put the call line in the comment section. It is 716-481-8249. Please don't be afraid to call. We want to hear from Bills Mafia. Want to hear from the fans. Shout out to Kellen for the culture. He is watching. Marcus Betts said the Bills should win this game easily. I expect Diggs to show out. Interesting. Very interesting.
I expect him to.
What you say, Mo?
I expect him to.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely expect him to.
My man's going to throw these 300 yard day for Josh Allen in the rain.
Oh, 300-yard day in the rain, huh? All right. I do got a question. I do got a question going back to Josh Norman. Josh Norman, how long do you think this injury will last? And is this going to be a long 6 to 8 weeks we're waiting on Josh Norman, or is this going to be?
Well, what's going to happen is now if don't get there, I mean, you got to see where he is. Probably going into week 2 to week 3. If it's not getting better, if the Bills bring in, let's say Brian Allen, you know what I mean, or another cornerback in here, then that he's not handling well. You know what I mean? He still needs some time. So just got to be on the lookout for that. If, more corners, another corner is brought in, then, Josh Norman is going to have an extended stay on the IR list, But right now, you just got to take it day by day, and hopefully in 3 weeks, he'll be ready to roll.
Okay. Thomas Masinko said, Bills better win. I'm taking them on my pool. Yeah, I think they'll win. By the way, like and share the show. There is something that I want to show you guys real quick as we talk about the Buffalo Bills. I think this should rile up Buffalo Bills fans. This is why I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna pull it in just a moment. We will go to our first commercial break, and then when we come back, we will talk some more Buffalo Bills. Keep it locked. Continue your questions, your comments, all that good stuff. Yep. Continue to bring them in the comment section.
Yeah, we need scores, predictions, man.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get to the scores and predictions, all that good stuff for you guys. Yeah, it's Buffalo Bills week 1. I'm super ecstatic. I'm not ecstatic for this rain, though, because I think it changes the the way the game is going to be
Yeah, it
played.
alters some things. It alters some things. Hopefully, it'll stop. You know what I mean? Like game time or whatever. But hey, that's when you play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Does this change? So whose stats with the rain, obviously, whose stats drastically change? There's a different
Well,
type
I
of
think I
question.
think it does. I think it does alter the passing game a little bit. I mean, the ball can be slick out there, and then the wind can play a factor too. So it always affects. I mean, it affects every phase of the game because it's hard for a running back to keep his hands on the ball. Then you got everybody swiping for the ball, and without players actually really going hard tackling one another, you have to look and see who's going to tackle, um, how guys are protecting the football. So a lot of that stuff. I mean, we're going to have to see who's really been. It really boils down to the fundamentals, man. Like, stuff like that's really no excuse. I don't care if they did have any preseason games. There's still no excuse for you not to properly know how to handle football. Okay, so fundamentals, something that Coach Sean McDermott talked about a couple of weeks on why that they couldn't beat Houston. In certain phases of that game, um, they lost fundamentals. Like when it came to playing using their fundamentals at a high level, they forgot that and it killed them in crucial moments of that game. So that's where I want to see, when it's time to play to that high level. I mean, fundamentally, where are you? So I want to see where these guys are at fundamentally, offense, defense, special teams, in reference to how to play, you know, under the elements. So, this is really going to be a good test for the fundamentals.
All right.
Commercial.
Yeah, we were gonna go to commercial, but I don't think we're gonna go to commercial. I don't think we're gonna go to commercial. I think Bills Mafia wants to talk more. Let's make some interesting predictions, Mook, about the game. How many turnovers will the defense obtain from the New York Jets this week?
I think the defense is going to go out and make some turnovers. I say the defense go out there and get 5 to 6 sacks today, and they create some turnovers. I say they create about good 3 turnovers out there. So let's say 6 sacks, 3 turnover day for the Bills defense. I'm telling you, Mario Addison is going to be flying around like no other. Quentin Jefferson is going to be flying around like no other. And then, I mean, hey, let's not forget we got Ed Aller out there and Jerry Hughes out there. We got a great rotation. So it's going to be really exciting to see football at One Bills Drive, at Bills Stadium, at the Route, for whatever name you want to nickname it. Be there, all right? It's on Abbott Road, all right? Can't wait to kick off. And we're going to see what the 2020 Bills are made of, in a couple of hours. We're going to see what they're made of in a couple of hours. All the big name acquisitions that they brought in, are they going to pay dividends immediately? All right, we want them to pay immediate dividends. We don't want to wait to week 3 to get things going. They're going to shake those kinks out today. All right, look for Steph Diggs to have a good game today, despite the elements. I think they pick with him underneath, and then unload up top. Or who's to say they just might go up top very first play of the game? Need some run action and hit your boy Diggs up top. That's what we brought him in to do. So I think that Diggs is going to be targeted quite a bit today. So that's going to lead me to believe that Josh will throw over 300 despite the elements. It's going to be somewhere close. All right, that's going to be the push. I'm telling you, that's going to be the push for Josh to really get over the hump as an elite passer. We got 2 young studs behind him, Zach Moss and Singletary. So those pieces is built around him. Now it's time for Josh Allen to have the numbers that everybody expects him to have as a top 10 quarterback in this league. So like I said, they're going to push the envelope with that. And let's not forget, John Brown easily could rack off a 100-yard game too. All right, it's going to be really. We're going to have 2 receivers a week down there at 100 yards apiece. All right, but that's going to happen. Whether it's Steph Diggs and Dawson Knox or Cole Beasley and John Brown or Zach Moss, so somebody, two guys are going to have 100 yards receiving every week from the Bills. I mean, those would be my expectations as an offense coordinator. Due to the fact with all these weapons I have, it can't just be one person having a 100-yard game, a big game. So there's going to be at least 2 receivers each week that's going to have some great numbers for the Bills.
All right. I said I had a clip I wanted to play. Then we'll go to commercial. I want you to tell me what you guys think of this. I was quite annoyed when I seen it, so I'm going to play it for you guys, though, anyway. And you can tell me how you feel about it.
To protect the refs when it comes to the games, we'll see, because we're talking about 80, 90 people per sideline.
Skip it.
What are your thoughts on Brady's move to the Buccaneers? Man, you should have just ended on top, or
just listen.
I mean, the guy, he can still play football. His physical skills.
This is what we're talking about.
The way you think someone 43 years old should be declined. It's going to be phenomenally fascinating to begin to see an answer of, was it all Bill or was it more Bill than Tom versus the other? That said, Tom is going to Bruce Arians, who is a 2-time NFL Coach of the Year. He's got Ronald Jones Jr., a great young running back.
Keep listening.
He's got 2 stud tight ends in O.J. Howard and Gronk. I love Tom Brady, and I cannot wait to see what he does in Tampa Bay with those weapons.
I love Tom Brady, and I'm excited to see Tampa Bay, but I have to weigh on the parade a little bit because you guys are just hype squad 5,000. We can't. Also, this isn't the AFC East we're talking about, gentlemen. This is not the hapless Jets. This is not the Buffalo Bills who have nothing going on.
Whoa there. Let's back that up. Hold on. Let's back that up. Wait a minute.
We're talking about, gentlemen. This is not the hapless Jets. This is not the Buffalo Bills who have nothing going on. This is New Orleans.
Who in the world told her she was okay to come on TV and say that? Who in the blue hell told her that was okay? Moogie, your thoughts on that comment, man? What's up with people hating on the Bills?
I'm gonna have to reach out to Mrs. Adams and be like, what did she mean by that? Like, I don't know. Maybe she's still stuck in the time capsule too. I mean, I know she's a Chicago Bear fan. She needs to speak about her own squad. She don't need to be speaking about the Bills. She needs to figure out who's the quarterback in Chicago. Ain't nothing hapless or broken here in Buffalo. So I don't know. Maybe she was just saying that because, New England has been dominating the division. Okay, I say that, but, don't say like we're just some pushovers or something. She making it seem like we're just some pushovers or something. She could have threw the Dolphins and the Jets in that song. She could have kept us out of that. But to more of a retrospect, the Dolphins did beat the Patriots. So go figure. But yeah, Miss Adams, we gotta talk about that. I'm gonna have to send you a letter or something to figure out.
Yeah, I just so happen to be up at like 5 this morning, like 4 or 5 this morning, and NBC is up there, and they got the little first look, and I'm like, you might want to take a second look with that comment. What in the hell have you been watching? Like, the Buffalo Bills have made the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 seasons. Where have you been at? Miss Adams, that's her name? Because I was looking for a name, too. I'm like, who?
She on Twitter. I'll get right out of her.
Hell is this? Oh, so you know who she is.
Yeah,
that's good. See?
I'll
Miss
get
Adams,
right with
you're
her on
cutting
Twitter.
up. You're cutting up, man. It's not Halloween yet. Adams, I need you to cut those spooky comments out, man. That was crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely playing that on the show. See what Bill's Mafia fellow.
But I mean,
crazy.
And I mean, that is the big question. I mean, I was speaking with a beat reporter from New England last night, and they were just saying that, they like Cam Newton. I mean, Tom Brady was it was Tom's way or no way. It was telling me how basically how he froze Dwayne Allen out. If he don't like you, then he's not going to throw the ball to you. You know, that's just how time works. That's why you see Gronk getting the ball up, why you see Edelman get the ball up. Who else other than those two was really getting the rock? You know, so that's how Brady rose. It's quite evident. You know, wait, how many targets Gronk's going to get today? And that's going to let you know. That's going to let you know. You know what I mean? His safety valve, Gronk is still going to have 6 or 7 catches today. You know, so that's how it was in New England. It was times where it was really no way. So I don't know if Belichick got tired of it, and you know, finally, you know, he can call it his team now. You know, so everybody gets their wish. Tom Brady gets to move on with $50 million of stone cold cash, straight cash, and you know, Belichick gets to shape and mold his new team the way he wants without Tom Brady and without you know, grown attitudes, if you will. You know, guy been in your franchise for over 20 years, you know, he's going to have a lot of say out there. So, you know, now that's gone, I think the more control is full control to Bill Belichick now. And, you know, it's his team again. So we're going to see life without Tom Brady, you know, in New England. And, you know, we're going to see life without Bill Belichick as well. You know, I mean, Brady, we're going to see the difference. We're going to see the difference, but he got a good coach in Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. So I want to see what those two are going to do as far as head coach and quarterback tandem. How are they going to put their heads together to be successful in Tampa Bay? All right, because let's just, I don't care. It's Tampa Bay. All right, that's how Kay Adams was just talking about. No, and the Buffalo Bills. It's still Tampa Bay. I don't care because they got Brady, Gronk, Fournette. I don't care. That still ain't won no ball game. That still have not yet to win the football game. So at the end of the day, the Tampa Bay are still the creamsicle Tampa Bay Bucks that they always been until they prove me otherwise. Okay, so I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it's because they have Tom Brady and those guys in Tampa that they just gonna run away with everything. I'm not convinced at all. You know, that, you know, this is the NFL. You got grown men. You know, every team is coming to get you. You know, you put a target on your back. So Tampa Bay, y'all been in the middle of the pack and at the bottom of the pack, in the bottom of the pack. So until y'all show us that y'all one of the elite teams, Tampa Bay, you'll still be in the basement of the NFL. With or without Tom Brady. My opinion.
All right. We'll go to commercial real quick, and when we come back, we'll talk more Bills, Jets, coming up week 1. Bills Mafia, where are you? Where you at? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Call line is there.
Tea time.
Tea time. All right. Well, guess what? Never mind on that. We're going to stay right here. Ishmael has an interesting prediction. He said the Bills will win 22-9. Mook, what is your prediction on this game?
I have the Bills in a landslide, 38-3, potentially maybe the Jets will squeeze a touchdown and make it 38. You know, I'm still going to stick with that number. You know, I mean, even though the weather might play a factor into the score, but I do see the Bills. The Bills should come out and dominate no matter what the weather is. Rain, sleet, snow, hell, shine. The Bills should be able to go out there and dominate the Jets the way they want to at home.
By the way, shout out to all the Bills Mafia groups. Shout out to Bills Nation 22 as well. What's going on, Nate? I see you in the comments. See, Marcus Betts said that they got a rough patch with the Saints and Falcons. Will said, let's not forget that Cam has an attitude and has problems with receivers. How long will it be before Edelman wants out? Changed my mind.
Well, we'll find out the
game. Marcus Betts said, win the division, gotta earn respect. Marcus Betts said Bills 28, Jets 10. Jade is in Texas saying, let's go Bills. You know, Bills Mafia has one of the biggest fan bases when it comes to being seen and wrecked all over the world. So Buffalo Bills Mafia, they're going to need y'all to be loud today from y'all TV sets. They're going to need y'all to be loud and proud. All right. Tyler Bush said Bills 24, Jets 10. Got that one. All right. There's a lot of conversation going on as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff.
I would be satisfied with it just a convincing win.
All right. Let's talk about a couple matchups. What matchups are we looking forward to? Like, you want to put your microscope on and examine, like you're looking to pay close attention to in this game?
Like I said before, Mitch Morris versus Quinn Williams. You know, I mean, right off the rip. I mean, Quinn Williams gave Mitch Morris fits last year. I don't think Mitch Morris finished the game. I don't think he finished the first game. I don't think he finished the game. But that's going to be the first matchup, you know, between those two. Those guys center matchup. The game is one up front. So that's going to be the first thing I want to see how Quinn Williams is firing off the ball, getting off. You know, will Mitch Morris be able to hold on one-on-one? Is it going to need help from the guys? That's one of the matchups I'm going to be looking at. Just the fact that the Jets are a little undersized in the second level with the interiors, the linebackers. They're very undersized. So would that allow our guards to, you know, chip and, you know, then go upstairs to the second level, or just double down and, you know, send the lead back at, you know, second level? But yeah, that's going to be one of the most intriguing matchups. And then, you know, obviously who's checking Steph Diggs will be Pierre Deshaun. So those intriguing matchups. No Denzel Mims. So you got Crowder versus, you know, Tre'Davious White. You know, that's going to be another intriguing matchup because Crowder was giving us hell, even though starters barely played the game. You know, so I mean, all that stuff still carries over from the last game. You know, it's that little bitter taste in your mouth. You know, the Jets came in here and they beat the Bills. So, you know, I try to throw that in there just to, you know, to remind them that, hey, the Jets did beat y'all here. So, you know, they come back. I want to see what your demeanor is. I want to see what your mentality is, and go out there and address it. But that Mekhi Becton versus Jerry Hughes, that's going to be another intriguing matchup. You know, just those tackles versus our pass rushers is going to be an intriguing matchup. George Font versus Mario Addison, potentially Quentin Jefferson. And, you know, that's going to be an intriguing matchup there. Le'Veon Bell in the run game versus our box, basically. So it's some intriguing matchups. I want to see how another one, Matt Milano. Let's just say Matt Milano versus Le'Veon Bell. All right, that's an intriguing matchup that I want to see. All right, now we know Matt Milano can definitely cover. He has a knack for the football. Those are his strong suits. But you know, when it comes to wrapping up, you know, there is some issues there. So I want to see, you know, man, I don't want to see no ankle biting going on. I don't care if you're Matt Milano, man, Edmonds, whoever out there. There's 11 guys on defense. I don't want to see nobody ankle biting. But that's going to be an intriguing matchup to watch. When Le'Veon Bell just, you know, releases out to that flat, you know, when Matt Milano will be there to make it play.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. I'm an offensive guy. I like to see offenses move the ball. Defense is pretty good. We know that defense wins championships, but I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going to happen as far as the Buffalo Bills getting off on this Jets secondary. Can Josh Allen throw the ball efficiently? Folks are worried about 300 yards. I just want to see him throw the ball efficient. I need 60+% this year. All right, so he can slaughter those naysayers about how he can't throw the ball. That's a couple. I'm hearing a couple people saying it, and that's fine and dandy. But I need Josh Allen to be more efficient with the ball, make better decisions with the ball. Will the play calling be better? I'm looking at that. That is what I'm looking at under a microscope today. I want to see the offensive play calling. All right. Obviously, the Bills were picked to win this game by the BPI, 64% Buffalo to win this game. I think that's disrespectful, a little disrespectful, giving the Jets 36%, but whatever. I think 36% chance to win this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's a Miss Adams thing. Miss Adams, that's one of those spooky comments. Giving the Jets 36%. Question, new question for you. Players who you should put on your fantasy football for the Buffalo Bills. Who would you have put on your fantasy football?
Man, fantasy studs right now. Zach Moss. Be on the lookout for Zach Moss. This is a Zach Moss type of game. Now, mind you, he did play in Utah. All right, so similar type of weather. It's how it is in Buffalo. It could be wet and cold at times. This is definitely a game that, Zach Moss has played in.
Shout out to Shawn Michael, by the way.
I think, that's what the Don's watching. Oh my God.
Clayton is also watching.
Who?
Clayton, cold front.
Oh, my guy, Clay, CG.
Clayton Gear, yeah.
Clay. Good morning, see you. Good morning. Like I said, fantasy stats, I think Zach Moss is going to do well. He's going to have over 125 yards from total yards from scrimmage. So I think he's going to do well in the run game and the passing game today. He's going to have 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to say, that's about. So given fantasy, over 125 yards, that's 12.5 plus the 14, right? So look for Zach Moss to have, give up at least have a 25-point fantasy day. All right. Bills defense, I think is going to have an awesome day as well today. So fantasy studs, Zach Moss, Steph Diggs, definitely Steph Diggs, and Bills defense. Those are your 3 fantasy studs for today's game.
Okay, awesome. Good picks. I actually have Devin Singletary. Yes, I do. As my running back. Sure do. I believe in Devin Singletary. There's been a lot of talk. Is he a 3-down back? Is he going to be able to keep the carries up? When is Zach Moss going to start? When is Zach Moss going to start before him? Is Zach Moss going to start before him, or when is Zach Moss going to start running back? I believe in him, nevertheless.
Everybody's worrying about the wrong stuff. We shouldn't be worrying about when is Zach Moss going to take over, or when is he going to start. It's not how you start the game. It's how you finish the game. All right, now we finishing the game with Zach Moss being out on the field. Do I care if we started the game or not? No. It is no stars. Like in my offense, Drake, when I coach football, I have no stars. All right, I don't have stars. I get rid of that word because a lot of people feel that they ain't starting and that they're not any good, and that's just not the case. You know what I mean? So I don't get into all that. Well, you're a starter, you're not. No, I want football players. I need guys that's gonna come in here and do their job when asked upon. All right, I don't need a starter. You just in it just to start the game for me, then you're not a guy that I want on my team. I want guys that's going to be ready and answer the call when we call upon the ball and make play. So don't worry about Zach Moss. All right? He's going to get He's going to shoulder the load quite enough. Nickname, however you want to nickname it. If he's the workhorse, he's the starter, or whatever it takes. But I believe in both guys. You know, and potentially this could be something back in the days of the Seattle Seahawks when we had those 2 running backs rush for over 1,000 yards. It easily can happen. You know, depending on how this playbook has been shaping up this training camp, how the weapons are in place. It could be a big year for the Bills' offense. You know, stat-wise and record-wise. So we have the pieces. Now it's just time to, you know, just unleash it. You know what I mean? Just let it loose. Let's not hold back with this thing. You know what I mean? Let's be sure of where we are as a team. And man, look at the dogs that we have in the room, and go to work.
Let's go. All right, Bills Mafia, we are about 8 minutes away from closing the show, 7 minutes away. Let's get into a Q&A segment real quick. Questions that you may have, put in the comment section or call us again. Put the number in the chat. Nevertheless, again, call us. All right, call us. The number is there. And we are going to, week by week, dissect all these Bills games. So we appreciate you. Thank you for your patience. I got a couple things to fix, nevertheless, on my end. But make sure you tune in every Sunday. All right, make sure you tune in every Sunday. Buffalo Bills edition to Rise Up Early for sure. I'm looking at the injury report for the game. Avery Williamson is out. Denzel Mims is out. LaMichael Pierman is out. Alex Lewis is questionable. Marcus May is questionable for Jets. The only person that's questionable for the Bills on the injury report is Vernon Butler. We know that Josh Norman is on IR, which is a sad blow. But Wallace. What are we looking at him to do in this game? Are we going to see the same Wallace from last season now that he's back in the number 2? Because I'm sure he was expecting to be playing slot corner for the most part.
I don't think we would expect it. I don't know where we get that assumption of him playing slot. I don't see him playing slot. Still got Ryan Johnson. We got Cam Lewis and Teron Neal before I would put Levi Wallace in the inside. He's outside receiver. But my thing with Levi Wallace, he did put on some pounds over the summer.
Hold on. But then that goes to the conversation. Was Josh Norman going to start, or was Levi Wallace? As far as your number 2 outside guy. Mm-hmm.
If Josh Norman is healthy, Josh Norman is starting.
So then where does Levi go?
Yeah. Levi will go in the nickel or a dime situation. It's a situation for him, but it is what it is. You know, hey, Josh Norman is getting paid, to start the game. All right. So when healthy, Josh Norman to be out there. But it's nice to know that we have solid guys that, can come in and still perform, as a starter. And all the Bills guys right now are starter ready. Let's just say that, the Bills have a lot of starter ready players. Okay. If that's, if that makes everybody feel better, we have a lot of guys that's starter ready. Levi Wallace, starter ready. Okay. So don't worry about Levi Wallace. He's going to be fine. Knock on him. We need more support in the run game out of him. That's where you see some of the weaknesses. He doesn't really help out in the support of the run. That's why it explains the, putting on the extra pounds. Okay. He is a lanky guy, to be close to 6'1", wearing 180 pounds, it's not going to cut it when you got Le'Veon Bell one-on-one in the hole. You're not going to win that battle. So you got to put a little bit more pounds on him. To shoulder that load, to, head across that chest, and drive with shoulders, legs, and a little bit of courage to get those guys down right now. So that's where you at. I don't have no problem with Levi Wallace being out there performing. He's been in this system for 24 straight games as the starter. So, he's going to address that and play as such.
Oh yeah, so we got questions. Jessica Wagner Leandri said, "How do you think Josh Allen's going to do for the football game today against the Jets?" And then Yuri Burrows also asked, "What do you guys expect from Devin Singletary as we close out?"
Devin Singletary is going to have a solid game. I think the offense is going to be real solid today. I think everybody is going to, get an opportunity to make some plays out there and actually going to really go out there and make those plays. I mean, hopefully this new look offense with Brian Dable will be able to be exposed enough to put up points in any type of, weather. But I can't say today is game one. And me being the coach, if you were to beat me or be in the dog fight, it would be week one, because we're not really in sync. Especially, due to COVID, not getting those preseason reps and, just to get that actual game speed, you really can't emulate that. I mean, you try to do it as much as you can in practice, but, guys are not really going super duper hard at one another, at teammates, to prevent injuries. So, today you're just going to see everybody just, just let go and play football. And, hopefully the Bills should go out there and dominate just based upon that. Offensively, I think Devin Singletary is going to have a good game because they're going to be out there at one time. I say again, the 5 deadly venoms is going to be out there at once. So you got to pick your poison, okay? Got to pick your poison defense. So you want Zach, you want Dev, then hey, like I said, we're very balanced right now. We're in a good spot to keep teams off balance with balance. So hopefully we should see that in the offense today. Aggressively balanced attack offense by Brian Dable. I think, the offense have a good day. Defense go out and kick some butt. And the Bills dominate convincingly tonight. I don't care what the weather is. It's the Jets. It's like Kay Adams says, it's the Jets. So we should go out there and treat the Jets as it is, the Jets. You got just Le'Veon Bell. You got Crowder on offense. These are the weapons, facing our top defense right now. So we should go out there and dominate both sides of the ball with a convincing victory. And once again, I'll be on the lookout. The biggest matchup is to see Coach McDermott with a bottle of Gatorade. That's the biggest matchup on it. You see Coach McDermott with a Gatorade, then that means the Bills' offense has done their job. Period. So I'll be on the lookout for Coach McDermott and the Gatorade. And, I'm going to ask him, as such on a week-to-week basis. I already asked him that last week. So, I want to see how close he is to getting that Gatorade, today.
All right. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Bills Mafia. Will of Mumbai said, "My hot take, Dabo is under the microscope, especially for the first 6 games." Yeah, we'll fix that on the next. We'll fix that on the next show, Yuri. We'll fix it. It'll get fixed.
What you think, though, Dre? You give us your thoughts on it. What do you think?
Real quick synopsis. I think that I need the defense to show that they have a better pass rush than they had last year. I know you got a couple sacks from Ed Oliver. I need more from Ed Oliver at his position. I know he was filling the gaps pretty well last year. He was the guy who did his job. I like that, but I need him to be more than the guy who did his job. His 5 sacks came in the second half of the season last year. I need you to start off crazy. Wow. I need to see what type of exotic blitzes Leslie Frazier has for the New York Jets. I need Sam DiArno to be on his ass majority of the game. Hurried, whether he's hurried, pressured, rushed, hit, sacked. I need to see that. I know the secondary is going to do their job. They're going to do their job. They were second last year in the league. For those who don't care about truth, I'm giving you truth anyway. they were number 2, regardless of how people feel about the secondary. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, two of the best safety tandems in the league. They are the best. Matter of fact, to me, they are the best safety tandem in the league. Point blank, they definitely communicate at a high level. Those guys are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Trey White's over there. I expect Trey White to get a pick off of Sam Diarno, my man who be seeing ghosts. I definitely expect that. I expect that for sure. I expect AJ Epinesa with his time and his opportunities. I expect him to make the best of those opportunities for sure. I'm looking for.
Right, before we even say anything about AJ Epinesa, hold on. Before we say anything about AJ Epinesa, Trent Murphy. All right, I'm expecting a breakout game by Trent Murphy. That's one of my boys. Trent Murphy, the guy that was on the bubble. I was walking around about the slashing. Look for Trent Murphy to have a good. This is one of the little nasty little wet games that a guy like Trent Murphy could, flourish in. So, expect Trent Murphy to have a good game. I mean, AJ Epinesa is going to be out there, but pretty much once the defense got this game in hand, then you see AJ. But watch Trent Murphy today.
Yeah, definitely. Watch Star too. I'm watching Star with his opportunities too to see what he's gonna do. I'm looking at Mario Addison. I'm looking at Vernon Butler. Oh, Star ain't playing. I'm sorry. Star opted.
Did you say Star?
Yeah, I said Star. He'll be watching.
Star opted out. Star at the crib, just like us. No,
he at the crib. I'm sorry. For some reason, I didn't think he opted. Well, yes,
he got a bag of snacks. He eating pretzels right now.
Yeah, he over there. Yep. Regardless, I don't know about that situation. I'm still highly annoyed by that situation.
We need to get him on the show.
Yeah, definitely need to get him on the show. Ask him some questions. For sure.
Get him on the show. So opting out.
Yeah, definitely. You gonna opt out one of the greatest seasons? What could be one of the greatest seasons for the Bills? But then again, I understand COVID-19 and everything. So
before you get out of here, Drake, I want to know in the NFL, do you got an upset in the NFL today?
Do I have an upset?
No.
Yeah, I actually think I do have an upset.
Do you have an upset?
I think I do.
Ask the fans, man. Maybe who's they upset pick of the day? You know what I mean? Is the upset pick of the day out there?
Let's see. I gotta
Everybody looking, you pick them.
Yeah, man. I gotta think about my pick'ems again. I gotta think about who I picked. I'm wondering. I'm sorry, don't mind me. I'm losing my mind a little bit today. Week 1. Let's see. I'll give you a quick one if we're talking upsets. Let's see. Oh, you know what my upset is? And some people may not look at this as an upset, but I think Seattle gets knocked off today.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, I think
Seattle. They play Atlanta, right?
In Atlanta, I think that can be a knockoff game. I'm interested to see what the Arizona Cardinals do with the 49ers today. Very interested to see. In fact, that's my other knockoff special right there. Arizona.
I like the Atlanta over Seattle knockoff. Another one though. Carolina over the Raiders. I'm just not convinced on the Raiders just because
I'm not convinced.
Drafted every receiver in the receiver pool. You brought in Mariota, who's out right now. So, I mean, the jury is still out on Carr. Is Waller healthy? Is Jacobs healthy? For that question mark. So, I think Carolina, new look offense, don't have a book on. Christian McCaffrey, Teddy Bridgewater makes his debut. So I think I'm upset special. I'm taking Carolina over the Raiders.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely no doubt about that. That's a good one. That's a good one. I actually have Carolina winning that game too. All right. Well, again, Bills Mafia, get ready. About 3 hours, you will be watching your number one sports organization in the world.
Wow.
Get after the New York Jets. I will see you again next week with Mookie Hawkins, and we'll break some more stuff down with the Buffalo Bills. We'll talk about what happened in week 1. By the way, tune into the night show tonight, the family show, the Rise of Family show. We will go over all the games, the whole 9 yards, Monday Night Madness as well. We will get into that. And shout out to Tokyo It's Tuesday. Shout out to the Alphabets football talk show and all the other shows that you guys support. We appreciate it greatly. And I will see you along with Mookie next week. Mookie will be one Bills driving it. Make sure you get the exclusives, man. If you have not paid attention, my man Mookie Hawkins, the number one beat writer for the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna say that, and I say that every week because I mean exactly what the hell I said. I mean exactly what the hell I said. That's the truth, man. So make sure you support the Bills world and everything that's going on. And we'll see.
Let's get this fire started. Sports became a passion. Convo bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got a nemesis. But this